Listen, I know the pain. You gave them everything. You thought they were your person, and now they're gone. They walked away, maybe even left you for someone else. And right now, you feel powerless, like they held all the cards, and you were just left picking up the pieces. But let me tell you something, that's about to change. Because you're about to flip the script. You're not gonna chase, you're not gonna beg, you're not gonna sit around waiting for them to come back. Instead, you're going to become so unshakable, so undeniably valuable that they are the ones who come crawling back. Not because you tricked them, not because you played some silly mind game, but because you became the version of yourself they can't ignore. So if you're ready to make them regret walking away, here's what you need to do. Point 1. Detach and walk away completely. Listen, man, I know you want to reach out. I know you're checking your phone, hoping for a text, wondering if they're thinking about you. But every time you chase, every time you reach out, you're just proving one thing. You're still available. And people don't value what they can have anytime they want. You ever notice how the things we take for granted are the ones we lose respect for? The friend who's always there, the job that's too easy to keep, the person who never leaves, no matter how they're treated. That's the position you're in right now. And the only way to flip it, you have to vanish completely. No calls, no texts, no just checking in messages, and definitely no stalking their social media, trying to decode if they miss you. You have to walk away like you don't even care, like they never existed, not to play a game, not to manipulate, but because you are the prize, and they need to feel the weight of losing you. And let me tell you something, that silence, that's louder than any words you could ever say. When you stop giving them access to you, when you show them you're not waiting around, that's when the doubt starts creeping in for them. That's when they start wondering, did I mess up? And trust me, they will. But by then, you might just realize you don't even want them back. Point 2, become a person they can't ignore. Look, man, right now, your ex still sees you as the same person they walked away from, the same version they lost respect for, the same version they thought they could replace. And if you stay that way, if you sit around feeling sorry for yourself, they'll never second guess their decision. But if you change, if you level up so hard that they don't even recognize you anymore, that's when everything shifts. You need to become the person they can't ignore. I'm not just talking about hitting the gym, though you should. I mean upgrading everything. Your body, your mind, your money, your energy. Start dressing better. Start walking with confidence. Start building something for yourself that's so big that they don't even feel relevant anymore. Because here's what happens. When they see you thriving, when they expected you to be broken, but instead you're out there looking better, moving better, living better, that's when the doubt creeps in. Why are they doing so well without me? Did I make a mistake? And that's when the tables turn, because now you're no longer the one chasing them. They're the ones wondering if they lost something great, and by then you'll be so far ahead you won't even care. Point 3, master indifference. Let me tell you something, man. The second you stop needing them is the second you take your power back. Right now, they think they've got you figured out. They think you're still waiting, still hoping, still looking for a sign that they care. And as long as they believe that, they don't feel a damn thing. But the moment you switch up, the moment you stop looking at your phone, stop replaying old memories, stop hoping for some miracle text, that's when the energy shifts. See, most people think you have to act angry, that you have to be cold, distant, or pretend like you don't care. That's not it. True power, true indifference, that's when you genuinely don't give a damn anymore, when you're too focused on your own life to even care what they're doing. So if you run into them, if they pop up on your feed, if they text you out of nowhere, you don't react. No bitterness, no attitude, no trying to prove anything. Just calm. Like they're just another person in the world. Like their presence means nothing. And that drives them crazy, because people always want what they can't have. And the second they realize they don't have you anymore, that's when they panic. And by then, you're too far ahead and you don't even need them back. Point 4, build a life that makes them regret leaving. Look, man, if you're sitting around waiting for them to come back, you're playing the game all wrong. Every second you waste thinking about them, wondering what they're doing, hoping they'll regret leaving, that's energy stolen from you, and you need to take that back, because they don't miss you when you're stuck in the past. They don't regret leaving when they see you staying the same. But the moment they realize you're leveling up, that's when reality smacks them in the face. So stop sitting in the pain, start moving, find new hobbies, meet new people, step into a new version of yourself that even you didn't know existed. Change your style, fix your body, Build something so undeniable that they can't help but notice, because when they see you laughing, thriving, glowing in a way you never did with them, that's when it hits them. Damn, I really let that go. And that's the moment they start questioning everything, because now you're the one they can't have. But by then, you might just realize you don't even want them anymore. Point 5. When they come back, you decide. And here's the thing, man. At some point, they will come back. Maybe it starts small. A hey, how have you been? Text. A random like on an old photo, something to test the waters. Or maybe, just maybe, they straight up tell you they miss you, that they made a mistake, that they're thinking about you. And when that moment comes, you decide. Not them, not their regrets, not their sudden realization that you were the best thing they ever had. You. But here's what I need you to ask yourself. Do you even want them back? Because after all this work, after leveling up, after building yourself into a stronger, more confident, completely unfazed version of you, you might realize something crazy. You don't need them anymore. You're no longer the guy who was begging, waiting, hoping. You're the guy who's in control now. And that's power. Because the best part, now they're the ones hoping for another chance. And the question isn't, will they come back? It's, do they even deserve me? And that is a question only you can answer. And lastly, they walked away because they thought they could do better. Your job isn't to convince them otherwise. It's not to beg. It's not to prove your worth. It's to become so incredible, so unshakable, that they see, without a doubt, they messed up. And when they do, when they come back and beg, it won't be about them anymore. It will be about you, standing in your power, looking at them and deciding, are they even worth a second chance? Because at the end of the day, the real win isn't getting them back. The real win is becoming the kind of person who never has to beg for love again. Now go make that happen.